Yo, what's up, everybody? Crackle here, and happy belated 4th to anybody here in the States. So we celebrated on Monday because we got rained out. Still got the 250 shirt on though, but this is video number 3 of 4, kind of covering on what we think the next Marvel sets are going to be. The first ones we covered were like X-Men and like the cosmic side. This is more of like the um mystical side, the monster side of Marvel. So we've done these slides in the other two. So basically we know we've got the stones coming. We got the Mind Stone, we got the Soul Stone. These stones are no color on what I think they are. These are just like visual representations showing we still got reality, power, space, and time left. And then I believe the sets culminate with the like Infinity Gauntlet and probably like a different Thanos. You'll have to forgive the kids in the back. They're having fun. It's summer. So we're moving into Midnight Sons. It's a comic line where basically they're monster hunters, is what they are. They handle like the more mystical side of Marvel. And we didn't get a Punisher, notably in like the main set or a Jumpstart set or anything like that. So I believe this will be like a Midnight Sun / Marvel Knights side of things. You got Blade and Moon Knight, Ghost Rider here, Strange, which we did see a Strange, but not like a mystical side of Strange. It was more like his doctor, side. You got like the Agatha Harkness. You got your Wolverine's been part of Midnight Sun, so we might see another Wolverine. Magic, Blade, Doom. We saw Doom, and that's kind of like how this ties in. I think all these sets will kind of flow into the Marvel thing. Then there'll be like links going back, just like so we got the Doctor Strange card, but not the Mystic side. We got like a Nico Minoru card in the Jumpstart, so maybe she gets like a proper card. We saw a couple other runaways, so they might be in there as well. But we did see like Mr. Hyde, which is like more on the monster side of Marvel. They kind of teased it, and then we got Burrow Backup, which teased like Moon Knight. Now he's also been in like part of like the street level thing, like Heroes for Hire side, which you can see he's with Luke and Iron Fist. So I think that was like our teaser into him. So now I think we're gonna get more of like the mystical side of Moon Knight, which leads us to like Khonshu and Tauret and some of the Egyptian gods. I don't know if they're going to be able to represent all of them, but I would be shocked if we didn't get minimum Khonshu. Moon Knight could have multiple cards since he has like the dissociative disorder. Because he's got like Mark, Jake, Steven. So he's got like the multiple personalities that we can maybe see on cards or maybe like a flip card. But then we got still in the Midnight Suns branch of things, we've got like the game. This is the art from the Midnight Suns game. You've got Blade, you've got Ghost Rider. There's a few different forms of Ghost Rider. We might see like the Robbie Reyes version, which is what we got like right here, which is sweet. This is one like a lot of people like. And then we got like Magic. We talked about Magic a little bit during the X-Men. If they don't put her in X-Men side of things, they might save her for this. And then she's got like her Dark Child form, which is when she like taps into Limbo, which I can see Limbo being like a location. I can also see it being like a portal thing that she uses, maybe just as a card that kind of uses the Limbo portals. And then we've got like, um, if you didn't know, we have Dracula is actually part of Marvel. That's him in like the cartoon side here on the left, and then on the right is like him in Marvel Rivals comics. So he is represented. And then we've seen Morbius, but we've also got Morbius in like the Midnight Suns version too. So we might see like a different Morbius card. I wouldn't be surprised. And to be fair, a lot of this monster side kind of fits into Marvel already. Because we got vampires, werewolves, stuff like that, and a lot of these will be like humans, like mutant maybe there, but like Blade is human. Then you got the monster hunting side of things, like Elsa Bloodstone, where she's an actual monster hunter. And then you got like Man Thing, which see this to me, like stuff like Man Thing, Werewolf by Night, like really fit into like it could be believable that it was printed in a Marvel set. I mean, a Magic set without it being Marvel. Like if you printed this creature on a card without it being a Marvel thing, you would think like, yeah, okay. This fits. And then you got like Brother Voodoo or Doctor Voodoo, kind of like on the mystical side of things, voodoo magic, magic. Like we've seen like Scarlet Witch is like hex magic and stuff, but I feel like we'll get a lot cooler spells when we're in like this Midnight Suns and monster mystic era. Then you got like your Dane Whitman, your Black Knight, and he has like the ebony sword. So like I could see that him being a card. I could see the ebony blade being a card as well. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everything you guys have been doing for this channel. This channel just keeps growing. I'm having fun. I love making videos like this. I can't wait for spoiler season to start again already so we can start talking about Hobbit. But just let me know down in the comments below if you're excited. What sets are you excited for? Is it Reality Fracture because it's like in universe, or is it Hobbit because it's coming up next? And I made it to YouTube Partner because of you guys, so I appreciate that. So these are like locations. This is just Comertage, so I'm kind of like going from the Midnight Suns Marvel side more into the Mystic side now. So I believe like we'll get like a Comertage land, and then we can get like Wong in the Ancient one. Not just, and then this is where we could also get like they could get multiple versions of Strange. You might like have a Midnight Suns Strange, but you might also just have like one powerful Strange that kind of ties them both together. We have seen like the hand in some cards already. The hand is like the ninjas, but they're being portrayed in like the Spider-Man movie. But a lot of the time, Daredevil and Elektra deal with them. So I don't know if we're gonna get like ground level tie-ins since we already got Daredevil and like Luke Cage and Iron Fist and all that stuff, Heroes for Hire style stuff. They could tie that in here too, and like especially like if they're doing another jump start and have all that tied in, but we'll see. Then you got like Clea, which is Doctor Strange's um spouse, and then they become she does become like Sorcerer Supreme at some point as well. So that's another thing. We don't know if there's going to be like a Doctor Strange regular, a Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme. There's a Wong Sorcerer Supreme, Ancient One. Like who's going to have the title, in the set? Um, Rentara also, it's like Minotaur, which would fit into like Marvel or Magic. But he's also got like the mystic arts that he knows. Then you got like villains like Baron Mordo, which would be pretty cool to see him on his own card. Then you got Agamotto, which I have Agamotto, the little amulet he has that has the time stone in it in the MCU. You can see Agamotto having a card of their own. And then, of course, it would be absolutely mind blowing to me if they did not have Dormammu on his own card. Um, there's been like cosmic sides of Dormammu, which technically fits as well, but he's more or less associated on like the mystical side of things. But see, that's how I feel like they can tie a lot of things in. Like maybe in the cosmic set, there is like a Dormammu named card, not like in the Dormammu card itself, but maybe like a card like the Burrow backup, that had like the Moon Knight on it or something like that, that kind of shows a Dormammu that, and that's how they like kind of lead them all in. And that's Dormammu you see in like the MCU style. And then maybe we get like a Sanctum Sanctorum, could be some sort of land, I would assume. But then like with inside the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is kind of why I was showing it, so many relics on the mystical side, like the Cloak of Levitation, the Eye of Agamotto, the bands of Cyrac, or Crimson Bands of Cyrac. So all these things could be like that could be a spell of some sort. The Cloak of Levitation could be like an equipment. Eye of Agamotto. I just feel like the mystical side brings so much relics and things, which are stored within the Sanctum Sanctorum, but they could be their own cards. Then you got like the Darkhold, which we've seen the Darkhold in the MCU, like one division or Agatha Harkness. Can't remember which one it was in, but then you got like the comic side of things. Then there's the entire Wanda Darkhold thing, which they've kind of been doing in the MCU, um, where she kind of goes villainous, which that'd be sweet if we got like another Wanda card in this side of things that was more like evil, um, chaotic. Because like we've seen Wiccan and we've seen Speed, which are her children, which is the whole reason she kind of loses her mind. If you've seen like the MCU and she's trying to find them and she's using the Darkhold, so it'd be cool to see like that portrayed out. Then you got like your Agatha Harkness from the MCU, but I got your Agatha Harkness also from like the comic side of things. So I can see her getting her own card. And then again, like the same long line of like Dormammu, I feel like Mephisto getting their own card. If not, that would be like criminal. So this is the set we'd get like the Mephisto, the Dormammu, etc. And then this is just me showing off that there's like an entire monster side of things. Like we've seen Fing Fang Foom already. We've seen Devil Dino. Cards like that already kind of lead to it, but like Devil Dino has been like more Savage Land style, and Fing Fang Foom has been like a Fantastic Four thing. I want to say this is Giganto here on the left, and like Werewolf by Night represented like by Hulk here. I don't know if they're gonna give us like Medusa, Miles, some Inhuman stuff, and like Jane. I don't think they're gonna bring that side of things back since that was in this previous set. But I do think we'd see more monsters. We've already seen a Giganto on the art of concerted effort from this comic art here. So they are leaning that way already, right? They're already teasing it a little bit that there's monsters, this Fantastic Four, there's Giganto. So I maybe we get an actual Giganto card. Basically, this is where I'm leading to, and I feel like this is another one of those creatures that if he just showed up on a Magic card in another set, you would believe it, whether it's Marvel or not. So it kind of fits. All right, guys. There we are. Video 3. More of the mystic, Midnight Sons-y monster side of things, and then we wrap up tomorrow with like what I believe would be like their finale and Battle World, Secret Wars, What If, kind of like that's where we're gonna see like um a lot of the alt art kind of or alt art, alternate universe kind of stuff.